primetime contest between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
It's the first carry for the Auburn rookie. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Hey. Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Back-to-back carries here. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Go.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich, bro coming slow 6.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Ready, ready.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
Hey, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They're going to throw for it on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4th.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Setting him on the dime. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Hold it ready.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Reload. Let's go now.
They give it to him again. He's going to work in that for a couple here. It's third down now.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready, go.
Johnson up the middle. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Come on. Set. 7. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ready, go. Packers.
Johnson goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. 3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Dropping back to throw. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. On him quick, and they bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job. It sets an immediate tone for this defense.
He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. They're going to wind up losing yards on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Escapes the pocket. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's tackled for a short gain. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Pittsburgh right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They have it 3rd and 10. No throw, 3rd and long. Look at that power, deep left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did. Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win big.
Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And he's encouraged out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
79 Broncos. 2.
3rd and long for him here. Getting out to his left. He's going to run for it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
And he makes the fair catch inside the 45.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Now it's complete, Amari on Hampton. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Herbert now, blitz coming. Throw is there for Rondé Gadsden. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That one's caught. This is Lambert Smith. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Saw the rain, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Making 5 on the play. And now they have a first and goal.
First and goal, Chargers.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we hit our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Hampton. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And it looks like the offense was there to recover it. They're inside the 5. Wow, this has been a rough sequence for them starting out. First the interception, and now almost giving it away again on the fumble.
Yeah, Coach's going to have to get everybody around the campfire and get this thing figured out, because through all the years and all the styles of play, we know one thing, Kate. Turnover margin in the NFL is the biggest indicator of winning and losing. Well, positive yardage is positive yardage. He got what he could before getting out. But it still leaves him short of the first after what looked like a broken play.
Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's third and goal. Now an inside give to Hampton. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on fourth and goal. The Steelers calling their first timeout as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Just about a yard to the markers. They're going to take the risk and go for this. They snap it to Herbert. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers earn the chance to tie before halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Tying this game up. They're all set to send her away. Returnable from the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Taking a shot deep here. That's caught at the 25. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Blown back to the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Here's a throw. Looking slant route, complete. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Pass play coming here. Chased out to his right. The Chargers get home, and they drop him. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Ready.
He's going to throw it. Has it in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it had some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they sense it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Completed over the middle. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He throws a bullet to the forces one through double coverage. It's intercepted. Will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Ready, ready.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Catch. Let go.
Back to the well again. No one's around him. He's got space. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Get it.
Here's Johnson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. He can average that type of yards per carry. This guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Go.
Changing things up. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Sly's kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for 12 seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Touchdown on an incredible return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll throw here on 1st. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's loaded another one up. He's got it inside the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Chargers 14. Joey Sly.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Pocket isn't good enough. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Offense in a hurry up here. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. Herbert from the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Could make the connection. Was looking for Lam McConkey. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Gets it downfield, on target to Gatson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great... defensive effort to do it.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. The Steelers calling their first timeout, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this run.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really create some indecision now defensively.
Ready.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready. Broncos. Ready.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards before he stops. Gronk gets 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. The running back gets it on the draw. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Gotta be lying.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Go. Go.
There's a dive up the middle. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready? Check, check. Here we go.
Back-to-back carries here. Zooks away from one. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Come on.
Looking in the air here. Buys time, rolling right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. There'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Sly's kick is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown and field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Has a man on target to Johnson. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's set out. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
23 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds Johnston. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Catch made left side by McConkey. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They gain 15 there. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Lat McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers get it back to within 6. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Chargers have some new life in the 4th! So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hampton gets the handoff. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another their stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Hey, Kappa.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers come through to tie it in the fourth. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort there to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that helps finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense, and in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Ready.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Go.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers down by only 1. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. He'll throw it. He hauls the first over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
Now give left side. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Set.
He'll look to throw it. Really? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now. Fits it through the middle. A great play does not get the first down. That stop came at the very last moment to bring up 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ready. Ready. 19. Ready.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a first down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too, but now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. One of their longest road trips of the season, Brock. Thanks to that primetime slot, body clock.